So for the Brain Center, we were presented with this task to make a video on kind of what our philosophy of community engagement is. So I'd like to tell a little story about how I kind of became involved with the Brain Center. So back when I became involved with the Brain Center, it was 2014 and it was still called OCO. And I was a freshman and I went to the involvement fair. I knew that service has always had like a special place in my heart, so I knew I wanted to like get involved on campus, get involved with some kind of service organization. So I walked around to all the tables and I saw a flyer for the Boys and Girls Club, and I spoke to a really awesome girl named Brooke about the Boys and Girls Club and kind of like what they did every week. So I thought that it sounded interesting, so I got involved with it. I went for the first time, and my freshman year, I was like very, very incredibly shy, and I didn't really know how to make friends. I came from a school where like we had all been friends since kindergarten, so I didn't really know how to do it. So I remember my first day at the Boys and Girls Club, I was just very quiet. I didn't really know how to interact with anyone other than the kids that were there. So this kind of became a common theme as I continued to serve at the Boys and Girls Club my freshman year. I was struggling to interact with my fellow volunteers and all of BW's campus, honestly, but the kids at the Boys and Girls Club were like a weekly source of community for me. So they kind of were accepting of me and engaging me when I didn't really have what everyone else seemed to be having as a freshman. Everybody else seemed to be having friends, and we're having this great time at BW when I was honestly just really not. And the Boys and Girls Club weekly program honestly became a sense of comfort and a sense of solace for me in a hard time. I went home after Christmas break and wanted to transfer, but I thought back to the cool experiences that I had had at the Boys and Girls Club, not really ready to give that up. So per my family's request, I returned for another semester and kind of became more heavily involved and got to know my fellow volunteers a little bit more, and that really made quite the difference. I not only was getting that sense of community from the kids that I was serving with at the Boys and Girls Club, but also the volunteers I was serving alongside. We shared so many countless laughs, and they taught me so much as I was struggling, because they were all upperclassmen and they had all kind of experienced it for themselves already, and I learned so much from them.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is pizza.
Get your stuff. Your parents
What's your favorite healthy food?
My favorite healthy food? Salad.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food? Pasta.
What's yours, Sam?
Lobster.
Louis, what's your favorite toy? Minecraft. Okay. Jose, come over here. I need to ask you a few questions. What's your favorite food?
They're coming.
McDonald's. What's your favorite toy? Five Nights at Freddy's and Minecraft. What's your favorite healthy food? Broccoli and carrots. What's your favorite game? GTA. What's your favorite board game? Checkers. Okay.
We're gonna be done, but I'll ask you. Do you want me to interview you?
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Soup.
What's your favorite healthy food?
Carrots and salad and all of the kind of healthy foods.
Yum. Thanks for helping me. Flash forward to 2017, and I'm still very involved in the Brain Center. I'm serving on the leadership team, excited to return to the leadership team again next year. And I guess you're probably wondering, like, what was it that kept me around? And I'll be cheesy and say that it was community. It was the fact that I can go every week to the Boys and Girls Club and be accepted for who I am, be accepted, and not feel like I have to hold myself to the standard that I find myself daily holding myself to. I feel like I'm always striving for some unobtainable, unreasonable sense of perfection that I don't feel that pressure to do at the Boys and Girls Club. I've been able to interact with so many volunteers that I otherwise wouldn't have gotten to know on campus, and really like taught them and shared with them, and they shared with me like why we do what we do. I've gotten to interact with a whole community of other volunteers that are passionate about different things than I am. People like on the election engagement team sharing like what's exciting about politics and getting me excited. People on Saturday of service doing really awesome service projects on alternative breaks. Like, I've had so many experiences through the Brain Center that I never would have even thought about having had I not joined the Brain Center. So I'm excited to see kind of how my philosophy of community engagement changes and morphs as I embark on my final year in the Brain Center. Thank you all.